imagine 5 minutes? In Canada, say, okay, can it be? In the beginning, God created Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. We are not told about the wife, but Cain had a son called Enoch. Enoch had a son called Ella. Ella had a son called Mehejuel. Mehejuel had a son called Methuselah. Methuselah had a son called Lamech. Lamech was the first polygamy. He had 2 wives, Ada and Zillah. Ada had a son called Jubal. Jubal had a brother called Jabal. He was the first musician, if you are a musician. That's Genesis 4. From there, we don't hear their story. God blessed Adam and Eve with another son. He was called Seth. Seth had Enosh. Enosh had Kenan. Kenan had Mahalalel. Mahalalel had Jared. Jared and Enoch. Enoch had Methuselah. Methuselah had Lamech. Lamech had Noah. You all know Noah. Now, these names are not just names. They have a meaning. But I'm just going to give you the first 10 meaning of the 10 names. The name Adam means man. The name Seth means appointed. The name Enosh means mortal. The name Kenan means sorrow. The name Jared means shall come down. The name Mahalalel means glorious God. The name Enoch means teaching. The name Methuselah means his death shall bring. The name Lamech means despair. The name Noah means comfort and rest. When you combine them, you have a gospel message. Man appointed, immortal, sorrow shall come down, glorious God, bringing teaching, and his death shall bring despair, comfort, and rest to man. Those are the first names. So I'm not going to give you all the meanings of the name. So from there, Noah had 3 children. He had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But let's take Shem. Shem had Arphax. Arphax had Shelah. Shelah had Eber. Eber had Reu. Reu had Sereg. Sereg had Nahor. Nahor had Terah. Terah had 3 children. He had Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. Haran had Lot. Lot had her wife turned to Saul. They had 2 daughters. From there, we have the Moabites and the Ammonites. That's Genesis 19. From there, we have Nahor, the brother to Abraham. Nahor had a wife called Nahor, listen to me. It's quickly, we are finishing. Nahor married a wife called Milcah, and then they begot a son called Bethuel. Bethuel had a daughter called Rebecca. Rebecca had a brother called Laban. Laban had Rachel and Leah. Rachel and Leah were married by Jacob. Jacob is father of Isaac. Isaac is father of Abraham. Isaac had 2 children, Esau and Jacob. Jacob had 12 children. One of the child was called Benjamin. Benjamin had a son called Abiel. Abiel had a son called Bekorah. Bekorah had a son called Buki. Buki had a son called Kish. Abiel had a son called Kish. Abiel had a son called Kish. Kish had a son called King Saul. King Saul married Ahinoam. They begot Jonathan. Jonathan had a little sister called Michael. Michael was married by King David when he killed Goliath. From there, the other son of Jacob was called Levi. Levi had Kohath. Kohath had Amram. Married Jochebed. They begot Moses. Moses married Zipporah. Moses had a brother called Aaron. Aaron married Osheba. And then he had a son called Phineas. Phineas had Eliezer. Eliezer had Buki. Buki had Uzi. From there, you have Sarai. Sarai had the book of Ezra. Now, to make it short, we have Judah. Judah and Tamar, something happened. And from there, he had twins, Perez and Zerah. Perez had a son called Hezron. Hezron had Ram had Aminadab. Aminadab had Nahshon. Nahshon had Solomon. Solomon had Boaz. Boaz married Ruth. They begot Obed. Obed begot Jesse. Jesse begot King David. King David had so many wives, but you only know one, Bathsheba. But there's another called Haggith, Abitel, Makkah is the mother of Solomon and Tamar. Now from there, Bathsheba had Solomon. Solomon had Rehoboam. The kingdom was divided. Let's take Rehoboam and Abijah. Abijah had Asa. Asa had Jehoshaphat had Jehoram. Jehoram had Uzziah. Uzziah had Jotham. Jotham had Az had Ezekiel. Ezekiel had Manasseh. Manasseh had Ammon. Ammon had Josiah. Josiah had Joachim. Joachim had Shetel. Shetel had Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel had Abiod. Abiod had Eliakim. Eliakim had Azor. Azor had Zadok. We are nearly finishing. Azor had Zadok. Zadok had Akim. Let's finish. Zadok had Akim. Akim had Eliod. Eliod had Eliezer. Eliezer had Mathon. Mathon had Jacob. Jacob had Joseph. Joseph married Mary. They begot Jesus. So, now Jesus, listen to me. Now this Jesus your mind cannot pretend. In Matthew, he's a Messiah. In Mark, he's a miracle worker. In John, he's the Son of God. In Luke, he's the Son of Man. In Acts, he's the Holy Spirit. In Romans, he's just fire. 1 Corinthians, you're righteousness. 2 Corinthians, he's a love that never fails. In Galatia, he's a redeemer from the curse of law. In Ephesians, he's a Christ with unsearchable riches. In Philippians, he's Christ who meets all your needs. In Colossians, the head of the church. 1 and the 2 Thessalonians, he's a soon coming King. 1 and 2 Timothy, he's a mediator between God and man. In Titus, he's your faithful pastor. In James, he's your great physician. In Philemon, he's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. In Hebrews, he's the blood everlasting covenant. In 1 and 2 Peter, he's the chief shepherd. 1 and 2 and 3 John, he's everlasting love. In the book of Jude, is Christ coming with a thousand saints. In Revelation, he is a king. He's a king of kings and the Lord of lords. I don't want to really make your mind tired, but listen to me. I had lost. When I came there, it is so funny. I didn't know this place. And then I met Genesis, who was sitting there. And they were talking with the Exodus about Leviticus, who are counting how many people are coming, about the numbers of people who are coming at Deuteronomy. And this is funny. I met my friend there. Joshua, he was waiting for Ruth who seated here. Because Ruth, they were coming with the judges who were going to see the poetry. That is so funny, yes? And they had the twin brothers, 1st and 2nd Samuel. And they were talking about the 2 great kings of this world. You know what? Not Nasa and Jubilee, but the 2 the great kings. By that time, it is funny, I came and asked Kenneth B. And where's my friend Esther, Ezra, and Nehemiah? I was saying, don't worry, they have gone to comfort Job for his calamities. And they didn't come here. Do you know why? Because they came to sing a song. And they say, and they go along, don't worry, we have taken one of our poets who is a singer, because he has gone to sing for them the song of Psalms. Do you know the Psalms? And they say, what about the old man? Don't worry, we have taken care of them, because we have the proverb for them and the riddle to answer. And talk about life of the ecclesiastic. And they say, okay, don't forget about the couples. You see those 2 couples? We need to sing for them the song of Solomon. And he said, oh, that's really nice. What about the prophet of the house? Don't worry, the prophet of the house has gone to comfort Jeremiah for his lamentation together with Ezekiel and Daniel and Hosea. Why? Because they are good people. And they say, Hosea, why Hosea? He said, don't worry, Hosea, Micah, and Nehemiah and Zephaniah, they have gone to a party to go and meet Zachariah with this little brother Malachi, because they are watching Matthew, Mark, and Luke, who was looking at John, who was acting like Romans, who was acting like the Romans, because the Romans were looking at the Corinthians, who were very selfish, because they behaved that the neighbors, who are the 2nd Corinthians, because the little twin brothers, the 2 Timothy's, they were big gossipers talking about Titus, and the Titus was sick, was taken to the great physician, who is James, and James took him to be added blood, who is Hebrew, and Hebrew say, don't worry, we'll take care of your sheep, because we know the great shepherd. That's 1st and 2nd Peter. And don't worry, because you're looking at me, there's great love. 1st and 3rd John. Don't worry, those are the books of the Bible, because we have Jude and the Revelation. What is your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your second name? Agak. Spell it.
A-G-A-K.
A-G-A-K. So Agak means anointed, appointed, accepted, exceptional, glorious in God. And the last letter?
K.
K. You are kind, a kingdom. Do you know what a kingdom means? A king. That's why you're seated in front. You didn't sit behind. You don't know that. You just memorize it. So let me speak. Now listen. When I sat there, I was talking to one of Pastor, telling me, you know, all these guys here, all of you here have great mind. I sat down one day and started writing how many ideas I can think. I wrote 365 ideas of business. All of you are students, senior, but the difference is how you think, senior, and what you can develop from your mind. When I went to university to be given a test about project management. I told him, give me 2 weeks and I'll come, and if I pass, you give me certificate. He said yes. In 2 weeks, I got project 1, project 2, and theology of work. What I want to tell you is this: all of us here, we can shake the world. We can create something we call genius thinking, and we can turn everything around. And people can really, this thing can go beyond and explode. But we only need to know how we can go forward. Senior, so keep smiling. That was my second name. God bless you.